Hi, welcome. So nice to see you here. Thank you for being here. It's 8 p.m., so we're going to get started. Let's just, if you don't mind for a second, turn on your camera and let's just do a smile and a hello. You don't have to look any certain way or be in a certain place, but it would just be so nice to just do our wave. Just meta compassion with your smile. Oh, you all look so beautiful. Thank you for the smiles. So much good energy. Wonderful. So just to greet each other and to arrive. Oh, it's so good to see you. So today we will do heart practice for a loved one. And last time we talked a lot about philosophy and imperfection and religion. And this session is going to be more practice-based, where we will meditate and that will be the focus. But I do want to tell you one thing. I want to share one thing that has really helped me through the past year. And this is in the spirit of treating your body like a loved one. And really think about this. You do this practice for a loved one with all this warmth. See how much you can treat this body, this vessel that you have, as a loved one. So, in that spirit, begin to notice how your body becomes still when you get scared or stressed. And we all get scared or stressed. Being scared or stressed or helpless, it's just part of the human experience. This is why we do a compassion practice for all beings, for all people, because it's just part of the human experience. Or feeling shame, we kind of just freeze up when you feel like you did something wrong. So in those moments, notice that. We almost feel helpless, like, oh, it's just something that happens, it's something that the body does. See if you can notice those moments. And again, in the spirit of like giving your loved one a hug, what you can do is just really breathe, like really release it. It might look exaggerated, might seem funny. You might want to step into like the restroom if you're like around people and just do it for even 20 seconds, 10 seconds, just and take some breaths. Like dogs do such a good job, they pant and that will release it. And this goes so deep and there is so much research on this, but that's how the body processes emotions so it doesn't get stuck. So like all those moments of freezing and feeling fear or feeling helplessness or feeling like something is off, just so they pass through and they leave your body and they don't have to stay. And that way they don't really do harm. So let's just do this as our first breath. Just you're all on mute is what I see from the Zoom. So just if you can, just take for yourself a few of those breaths. Just and let there be sound. Just like release those moments from the day. I know it feels silly, but I promise this works. Just compassion for your body, your poor body. Wonderful. Thank you for doing that. It's just so that the stress doesn't do you harm. And I want to give you an example of how your body is almost like a child and you need to treat with compassion. You know how when you're with a child, if you're an adult with a child, a lot could be happening in your environment that's actually scary. But if you as the adult stay calm, the child is calm, right? The child is always usually as calm as you are. So you could be inside looking literally at a fire outside your window, but if you say, you know, this is normal, this happens, there's no need to be scared, the firefighters are here, they'll take care of it. If you're truly calm, your child or the child you're taking care of, no matter what's actually happening, no matter what they're looking at, they'll be as calm as you are. And the body is as calm as you are breathing well. The body is as calm as you're breathing with your entire body. So that's just something that's good to remember as self-compassion, but also as compassion for loved ones, because your level of anxiety is absolutely contagious. And your breathing patterns, loved ones match. We often mirror each other's breathing patterns. So this is a gift you're giving to any person you're close to, who's in your environment, any kind of loved one. So this really spreads. So as much calm and processing of emotion as you can give, the better. So let's take our 4, 7, 8 breaths. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll do 2 more, breathing out through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose first for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhaling through the mouth, fully letting go for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last deep breath. So inhaling through the nose, breathing out like through a straw. With your whole body, deepest breath of the week. Inhaling fully for 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel the joy of those full lungs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And exhaling through the mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can keep your eyes closed and settle into your most comfortable seat. And we will do our first centering practice and compassion for a loved one. So finding a place of comfort and stillness in your body, in this place, wherever you find yourself in this moment. And feel your head supported by your neck. Relax your neck. Soften your shoulders. Soften your whole chest. Fully relax your belly. Let the belly release. No need to hold. And feel just how supported your legs are by the chair. And how supported your feet are by the ground. And relaxing everything from the skin on your face to your hands to your feet. Feeling your body. And allow yourself to release your weight into the support. And now begin to pay attention to how the breath is naturally at this moment. How does your breath feel right now? Tuning into the breath like you would tune into a dear loved one. And you might add a little gentle half smile to your lips as you observe the breath, just to add that warmth, that quality of observing with warmth, observing with tenderness, observing your breath like it's your biggest treasure and you just get to enjoy watching it. And let's stay with the breath for 1 minute. When you notice the mind wandering, with affection, rejoining the breath. If your mind has wandered, just returning gently. Not needing the breath to be any certain way. Just watching. And now from this awareness, picture a person you want to do this practice for a loved one for. Picture someone who naturally brings a smile to your face. Or maybe a loved one who you just happen to want to send some compassion to today. There's no right person. Whoever your heart picks, let that be the person you practice for today. Imagining this person right in front of you. Maybe you've just seen them today, or maybe you haven't seen them for years, but just picture this loved one. And imagine this loved one truly happy. Imagine this loved one smiling, beaming, at ease in their heart, their face relaxed, joy from their whole being. And just see that version of your loved one that's really happy. And even though life is 1,000 joys and 1,000 sorrows, just feeling that you really wish that for your loved one. You don't want to add to their burden. With that, bring awareness to your heart, and you might even place the hands on your heart, maybe both palms, and just feel that warmth. Feel that this heart is large enough for the whole world and large enough to send compassion to your loved one. And just imagine the breath going right into your heart, right into those hands and heart, and right out of this area. And now, as you breathe out, imagine that you extend a warm golden light from the center of your heart that carry all your feelings of warmth and gratitude and love for this person. Imagine this light physically touching your loved one, bringing ease, bringing safety, bringing peace. And you can release those hands back down, but keep awareness around this area. And repeat these phrases in your mind for your loved one. Sending the wish, may you be happy. May you find safety and peace. Letting yourself rejoice that you can send that intention. Rejoice in the thought of this person's happiness. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you feel safe. May you live with ease. And may I allow you to be as you are. May I treat you with kindness and gentleness so that your true expression, your full expression can shine through. Holding space for that intention. Saying to this person, I am grateful to you as you are. noticing how it feels to send those wishes. And also acknowledging that just like me, this person does experience some suffering that just comes from being alive. And just like me, this person has ups and downs and has good days and bad days and experiences some moments of doubt or confusion. So sending your loved one the wish, may you be free of suffering. May you be so happy that you spread happiness to all those around you. And keeping this loved one in mind with a kind of reverence, acknowledging that although you think you know this person, you cannot really know what their heart beats for, or what really makes them sad inside, or what deep pain they have stored somewhere, that we just cannot know these things. All we can do is connect to their heart with our heart. And not needing them to be a certain way. So once again, with all this in mind, imagine you can extend that warm golden light of joy and ease and care from the center of your heart to touch your loved one. Seeing them in this protective cocoon of golden light, of your good intentions. And now go ahead and release the thoughts, the images, and just feel into your breath for a moment. Feel the breath in your nose. Feel the breath in your throat, in your chest, in your belly. And thank yourself for having done this centering practice and this practice of deep compassion for a loved one. As you feel ready, gently coming back. In the next meditation, we'll send these wishes of compassion to each other. So as you look at all the beautiful faces, that's our next practice. But first, I just want to ask you what came up for you, how that went. It's a very deep practice. It's not the easiest practice because our relationships with loved ones are the most complicated sometimes. So I just wanted to ask, how did that feel? How did that go? What occurred for you in this meditation? It's one you can do every day, and every day it'll be a deep practice. I notice my mind wanting to wander. The mind wants to avoid this kind of connection and raw feeling sometime. That definitely happens. Deep moving. Thank you, Andrea. Or maybe it was distracting and hard, and that's also a great thing to put. And you didn't know who to pick, or the person you picked, you just thought of all the things you don't like about them that they did wrong. Like all kinds of things can happen in this meditation. I had trouble choosing which loved one, yeah. And the mind will create these competitions, like these game shows of like which loved one to pick, all during a meditation. I've heard that a lot. It always felt like coming home when I was in it, noticing what I take for granted, thinking of someone I've been locked in with for a year. Yeah, thank you, Michelle. my mind wanted to drift to another person. It does that. That's like the mind wants more entertainment as opposed to heart connection. It really does. Deep love for my grandson. That's wonderful. Distracted, the body was uncomfortable. Yes, all that happens. Wonderful, thank you. Wonderful. So let's just stretch for a second because I know the body wants to move, and we'll go back into stillness in just a second, but maybe just going left to right as if you're a beautiful tree swaying with the wind and just enjoying that swing. And maybe just bobbing the head side to side and up and down. Maybe just tracing the biggest circle like Nancy is doing. Wonderful. And we can just spend a moment relaxing the back of the neck. Your first loved one, let that be your body. The loved one you have the most responsibility for, let that be your body. And then relationships with the other loved ones fall into place much better. And maybe some love for the jaw. But I think the practice for loved ones is really releasing them from your own judgment. Same as practice of self-compassion, releasing yourself from your own judgment. Not that we accept abusive or bad behavior, no, but just on that very human level, releasing them from judgment of the critical mind. So if you're ready, let's do one more practice. Our second meditation, which will be shorter. And closing your eyes and imagine all these people meditating with you right now. Different states, several countries, different hearts. Some of them you may have spoken to, some of them you may never meet. But just hold in mind these people, these beings that you are meditating with in community right now, and acknowledging that each is a loved one to someone. Each of these people was a child to someone. And each is a friend to probably many people. And has done something kind to many people. And just holding this in mind and say, may all these beings be happy. May all these beings be safe. And from there, can you bring to mind the image of all people in the world right now, near and far, old and very young. Letting the image fill your heart. Human beings, mothers, fathers, sisters, godmothers, grandparents, teenagers, the world filled with so many human hearts. And consider that just like me, every person has experienced physical pain. And every person, just like me, has felt helpless sometimes. And each of these people, young and old, has their own hopes and dreams. And just like me, every one of these human hearts wants to be happy. And can you connect to the wish, may all these beings be happy? May a soft smile of warmth and light light up the face of each of these people. May each be surrounded by beauty and be free of suffering. May each being know the sweetness of life and find peace and joy. Setting the intention to release the beings around you from judgment and to treat every living creature with kindness. And finally, putting your own hand on your own heart and realizing you can treat this body, this heart, as your loved one that's there for you all the time, that does something kind for you and gives you freedom all the time. Wishing for yourself, may I be truly, deeply happy. May I care for myself. May I find peace. And in my own ability to not judge myself, may I be free. Sending gratitude for a moment to this heart, to this body, and to every person who has contributed to your life in a positive way. To all the thousands of people, loved ones, and strangers who have contributed to your life in a positive way. Sending gratitude. You will hear the sound of a bell. Listen to its sound, and when you can no longer hear it, begin opening your eyes. So that was our practice for a loved one, for our bodies, for all beings, for each other. As always, we did a lot in letting the heart expand and maybe finding some freedom, some warmth, some connection, and some intention of how we want to treat ourselves and other people. So I just, as always, want to ask you to either put how that went or maybe put a little wish to the group. If you want to send the wish, may you be free or may you be happy, I'll read those out loud. And it's always so nice to do this practice together. May you all be well. May you feel cared for. Wonderful. May you feel cared for. Thank you. May you breathe freely. Yes, may you breathe with your full chest or your full belly, with your full body. May you be happy. May you live with ease. May you feel connected. May you take all this love with you this week. May you spread it to other people. May it change how you treat others. May you all be safe and feel love. May all beings be happy, healthy, and safe. Wonderful. Beautiful. So for a moment, just we'll end with a mini 5-second gratitude again. So with gratitude to your mind for allowing you to do the practice, for your body for allowing you to be here and breathe and do what you want, and to your heart for expanding and connecting with loved ones, with yourself, with all beings. Gratitude for the compassion practices themselves, for the space we're practicing in, and for each other, for the Sangha, for those who are here practicing with us. And opening your eyes when you feel ready. And we can just do our last wave. You already send compassion to each other, so you can just know that you've received compassion from all these beautiful faces. And may you be well. May you have a good night. May it be restful. And we will see you next week. We'll only do 2 more of these, and then we'll take a break for the summer for our Wednesday meditations. But it was wonderful to see you. Bye. Bye to all the beauty that's inside you, and I can't wait to connect again next week.